Hey, I'm Steve Krenz. Welcome to this guitar gathering play-along guitar workout on just learning some simple Irish tunes. Now, there's a PDF download that goes along with this lesson. The link is in the YouTube description down below. Just click that, and there's a couple of tracks to play along with, as well as the PDF of the music that we're looking at. From good friend Guy Bergeron up in Canada. And he has provided these tracks and this music for us. And it is a combination of 3 great Irish jigs. So go ahead and have your guitar with us, and we will go and pause the video if you need to, download the PDF, and we will go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to play it for you at tempo, and then we will just work on it slowly and get you guys going through it. So we are going to play the fast track. There you go. Hey, those are the tunes that we're going to be learning tonight. It's 3 Irish jigs. They are The Boys of Bach Hills. That's the first one. The second one is Come to the Raffle. And the last one, of course, is the most famous Irish jig probably of them all, the Irish Washerwoman. Okay, so there you go. These are the 3 tunes that we're going to be covering tonight. All right. First of all, hey, baby, it's fast. So we're gonna slow it down. We're gonna give you a nice slow track that we're gonna rehearse a little bit to, and let's just dig in and learn this. All right. So take a look at the first one, Boys of Bach Hills. This is the first 4 lines of this. Okay. So we're doing all of this pretty much in the first position. It's key of G. So you've got an F sharp in there. So we want to make sure and be playing F sharps with us. So if we played a G scale, open G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Okay, so we got to remember that F sharp's in there. In fact, let's play the G scale here for us to get us started off. We have open G, second finger A, open B, second string open, first finger C, third finger D, open E, now second finger F sharp. These are the notes in the G scale, of which is this entire song can almost be fit in all of those notes. Rarely does it zip out of that. Occasionally we'll go out of that for just one note or two, but for the most part it is those notes. Let's play that scale one more time. This is a G scale, starting on that third string, open. Okay, you play it with me. Second finger A, open B, second string, first finger C, third finger D, open E, first finger F sharp, and third finger G. Hey, freeze right there. Let's go back down. G, second finger F sharp, open E, D, third finger, second string. C, B, A, G. We're going to go up and down that scale one more time. Steve, why are you spending so much time on the scale? Hey, this is the building blocks for everything that we're doing. So let's just get that, the lay of the land underneath our fingers right now. One more time, up and down. You can do it. Here we go. G scale. Third string open. Ready, go! Second finger A. Open B. First finger C. Third finger D. You get extra points if you don't look at your hand. Open E. Second finger F sharp. Third finger G. Freeze. We're going to go back down. G. Second finger F sharp. Open E. Third finger D. C. Don't look at your hand. I know you want to. Don't do it. Open B. Second finger A. Open G. There you go. That's a G scale. Lads and lassies, ladies and gents, that's a G scale here on our Irish broadcast tonight. Okay, so now let's take a look at the first song. Okay, we're going to start off the Boys of Bach Hills, third finger on this D. Then we go to roll it down for the third finger on the high G. Don't have tab for this one, so you got to read music, or maybe you can just follow along with me really closely. All right, D and then G. Second finger, F sharp, G. And then we have three notes in a row, an E, an F sharp, and a G, which is an open E, second finger, F sharp, third finger, G, but you got to do them as a hammer-on. I'm only hitting the first one. After that, I'm really whacking my second finger and third finger on there to make them sound, even though I'm not plucking. It takes a little bit of practice to do that. There's some hammer-on exercise that you can do to really push that hammer-on and pull-off exercises. So from the beginning it would be then D, B, G, a regular G arpeggio, A, G, E, second finger, open, and then second finger E, open D, G, G, A, G, A, B, A, B, A, B, D. So do you see it's just up and back and up and back and up and back and up and back. One more up and back, up and back. So it looks a little bit more complicated than it actually is. Let's get those first four bars. If we get those first four bars, we've actually got about 3/4 of the song, okay? 3/4 of that first song. So it's important that we get that first line. You try and do that first line with me. You ready? Here we go. D, then G, third finger, second finger F sharp. Here's our hammer-on from that E to G. Open E. G triad here. D, B, G. Then second finger A. Lots of second fingers here. E, D. Open. G, G. It's all second fingers. A, G, A, B, A, B, A, B, D. Okay. Hey, so from pretty much the second measure, second beat, all the way through till almost the end of that line, you're just doing second finger and open strings. Okay? Try it one more time. You're doing great. One more time from the beginning. 1, ready, go. D, G, F sharp, G. Here's the hammer-on. D, B, G, A. So all these second fingers off and on. Second finger, on, off, on, open, back on. You're doing great. We're going to do it one more time. One more time. You can do it. 1, ready, beginning. Hammer on, G triad, and here the second finger starts. freeze. Freeze right there. Keep your finger on that D. We're going to move on now. And look, that next line, almost exactly up until just the last couple of notes on that second line, is the same as what we just did. Okay, so now let's do the second line. Ready, go. G, measure 5. Here's that hammer on again. Here's our second finger notes. Second finger, on, off, on. Now we go G, B, G, G, all open. Okay? Okay, is how that ends. All right. And then it just repeats that. Okay? So you see, once we get those first couple of bars, everything starts to fall into place. Try it for me one more time. Okay? In fact, well, no, I don't think we're quite ready to go with the track yet. Let's try it one more time on our own. And then we'll try and do it with the slow track. Now remember, you can always come back to this later and click that little gear icon at the lower right-hand part of your YouTube video, and you can slow this down even more to where you can slow it down to a pace that's comfortable for you. Remember, it's not about speed. You can conquer anything if you can get it slow enough and get your mind able to do that. So never worry about speed. Always worry about getting the right motions and the right notes. Once that you can get that, no matter how slow you have to go, stupid slow, no matter how slow you have to go, then speeding up is a pretty normal process after that, pretty easy process out of that. Try it one more time. Okay, here we go. Ready, go. D, hammer on, G triad. Here comes our second finger notes. A, G, second, open, 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 second, open, second, open, second, open, second. Keep going right down to the next line. It's just the same. Hammer on. Second, open, 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 open. Okay, we're going to pick the slow track now, and we're going to try and put that on, see if we can play these first 8 bars, and then it repeats. So actually, once you get that first 4 line, you've got, 4 times the amount of stuff. Here we go. We're going to play the slowest track. Repeats it again. Okay, great job. Take a look at the next part. Okay, this is the second half of this first song, starting in that third line, measure 9. Now we switch to the relative minor. We're now in E minor rather than in G major. Okay, so this one, we have open E, measure 9, and I would put my third finger on the D. We do 2 of those. Then I would put my pinky on this high G. Okay, so you go. And then it goes back to the, and does that again. So it just does that same move twice, okay? Now, this next measure, this is me measure 11 with that A minor there. It has a quick little triplet. Hey, this is fast, okay? Do the best you can with it. If you want to just simplify it, just go, you could maybe do E, G, A, and I would do that G with my second finger, A with my pinky, if you want to simplify it. But if you want to play it as written, it would be open E, and then I slip up to the second position here, play that G with my second finger, F sharp with my first, A with my pinky. That's the little rhythm there. So you just play just those 5 notes right there, 4 notes right underneath that A minor. Ready, go. Okay, do it again. Ready, go. Open, second, first, pinky. Okay, one more time. And then you can pretty much scoot back into the open position, catch that G with your third finger. Here's that G triad down again. D, B, G, A, F sharp here, F sharp with our fourth finger, our pinky. Okay. All right, and that's the third line. Let's try that third line. Wes is saying, it's a shamrock, not a floor-leaf clover. Well, there you go. See, that's what you get for a Texan trying to figure this stuff out. All right, here we go. Measure 9. Okay, here we go. E, D, D, pinky, D, D, open. Then it does it again. Here comes our little 3-note pattern. E, G, F sharp, A, G, F sharp, E, G triad, A, pinky, F sharp. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. We're going to do it one more time. Okay. If you need to, you can always come back and watch this later, pause it, write in the notes or something like that too. If the note reading part of it is a problem for you, just write the notes in right above where the note heads are. Here we go. Try it one more time at measure 9. E, go. E, D, D, high G with the pinky. Then it does it again. Open E, G. Here comes this quick little run. Open E, G, F sharp, A, G, F sharp, E, G triad here. Then a D triad, A, F sharp, D. Okay, all right, here we go. One more time, and then we'll try and play it with the track. Ready? Measure 9, go. E, D, D, G, D, D, E, D, D, G. Shift to the second position. D triad. Hey, wait a minute. The next line is almost exactly the same as the first line and the second line. So let's play this line starting at 13. Measure the fourth line, measure 13. G, ready, go. Here's our hammer on. G triad. Open. Now here I shift up with my first finger on that third string, second fret, and I'm going to go 1, 3, 4. Little hammer on there. Strong. And then we're going to end it like we did that second line. Open. Okay, so there you go. There you go. Whew. Are we ready to turn on the track again? We better turn the track on again. Slow. Put it as slow as you can, producer, Miss Producer. Do it again. Hammer on. This time we're going to go on open E, G, E. Hammer on. Back to the line 3. Hey, very good. How'd you do? That's the first song. That's the first song. Don't you love this Irish stuff? This is an Irish jig. It's a kind of a 6/8 feel. Has that triplet bouncing. That sort of a feel to it. It's happy. It's great. It's a wonderful way to practice on guitar and doing that, going basically through that G scale that we did. All right, let's go to the next song. This would be the measure 18, the fifth line. Okay, same type of thing, same notes. We're just going to use them in a little bit different format. Don't worry about that 1/8. That's just the pickup note into the next line or into the next part of it, which is a G triad. This time going up, a G, B, D, instead of how we've been doing up to this point, which has been descending. Now we go ascending with it. Okay, so it starts from the beginning, open, and then first finger on the C, A, F sharp on the 4th finger, 4th string. That's going to be a little tough thing there. Okay, so let's just do that much again. This is measure 18 and 19. Ready, go, D, G, B, D, then first finger, second finger, F sharp, pinky. Okay, do that one more time. Ready, go. One more time, I think you'll have it. We're ready, go! Okay, now that next measure, we go G, and then up to the octave G, E, D, open, open. Okay, so that second measure is... All right, so hey, let's add that to our first measure. This is measure 18, 19, and 20. Here we go. Ready? Go. Pinky. Here's our octave jump. And then first finger C, and just a little hiccup here. So instead of the standard triplets, da 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 da, every now and then it will throw this little dotted eighth to a 16th note. Da 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 ba da. So it ends up being da ga dum dum. It's just kind of a little hiccup in there. So whenever you see that, that's all that's happening there. It happens a couple of times. It happens in the next measure as well. And then I think that's it for the rest of the song with that little rhythm there. Okay? All right, so let's start at the beginning, measure 18 of that. Give you another shot at that. Ready? Go. First finger, second finger, pinky F sharp. Here's our big octave jump. D, B, G. Here's our little hiccup. C, B, D, B, A, B. Pinky F sharp. Another little hiccup. Dun, dun, dum. Okay, and that's the end of that first line. But hey, as you look at the next line, it's the same thing for at least the first few bars. So measure 23 is that same thing again. G, B, D, first finger C, A, F sharp. Here's our octave jump. C, E, C, B. Then reach up with our pinky on the first string, 5th fret. That would make the G with our second finger, and then first finger on the F sharp, E, F sharp, G. One thing you'll notice about all of these Irish jigs is they end up on the root. They start kind of on the root, and they end on the root. So you end up with a lot of... This time it doesn't do that. It ends on the high G, but they always kind of end on the root. Look at them. Look all the way through there. They end all on the root. The end of the next song is... It's just how they go. Okay? All right, so that next line, the line starts with measure 23, you'll see the first 3 bars of that is basically the same as the line that we've been covering. So it repeats a good deal. Okay? All right, so now let's turn that, well, we better practice it one more time. Let's start at measure 18. We're going to practice this one more time. Okay? Starting at measure 18, see if we can get those 2 lines. Ready? Go. First finger, second finger, pinky F sharp, big octave. Here's a little hiccup on these C's. Little hiccup on this F sharp. Keep going, just does it again. First finger, second finger, F sharp, big octave jump. C, E, C. Big jump up to high A. First ending. Okay, then it does it again. So let's do it again, just a little bit faster. This will be like the second time through. Ready, measure 18, go. Hiccup. Hiccup on the F sharp. Big jump up to A. Hey, take a look at the second ending. Remember the first and second endings that you see there? That's kind of like a fork in the road. Okay, so you're coming down the lane. The first time you take the first exit with the little bracket that says 1. The second time you skip the first exit and you go to the second exit. And that's how first and second endings work. It's an easy way to get through a song with a minimal amount of putting... I'll put a longer song in a shorter piece of music because it just shows you the repeats. All right. Hey, you want to play it with a track? Are we ready for that? I don't care. Let's play it anyway. Let's play with a track. Do the slow one, please, Mrs. Producer. I'm sorry, we're going to do that again. There's no count off on these tracks, so we just kind of have to jump in. So we're going to try this one more time. It's from the top, but this time we're going to read all the way down to the next to last line on page 1. Don't get freaked out. We've basically gone through half the song at this point. So you're doing great. We've only been doing this for about 15 minutes and we've gone through half the song. Ready? Here we go. From the top. Hammer on. All of these second finger notes. Do it again. Hammer on. Second finger notes. Keep going. Pinky. Back to line 3. Second inning. Hey, next song. Hiccup. Hiccup. Repeat back. Hey, great job. All right, take a look at the next line. Moving on, moving on. Remember, you can always come back and learn this later, okay? It's not about learning it in one line. Take a week and learn this, and you'll come back. It's about being a better guitar player next week. That's what it's about. Hey, take a look at the next to last line, page 1, measure 28. All right, this is a G triad, but it starts on that high G, and it's a little tough to go. That's a little tough for me. You're welcome to do that if you want to, and I would do maybe pinky on the G, third finger on the D, and then open if you want to do it that way. For me, it was a little bit easier to just do a little, kind of a little, almost a D minor 7th sort of a shape, just moved up here to the 3rd fret. To where, and it's the bottom half of a G bar chord if you want to think about it that way. So I have a G and a D being held by this first finger, and then my second finger is coming over on the 3rd string, 4th fret for that B. So we do that 2 times. and then we go back to normal. But we're gonna do with that G and measure 29 with our second finger because we've got to reach up to that A again. G, F sharp, A, G, D, B, G, F sharp, G, A, or E, A, G, E, or F sharp, D, 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 F sharp, E, F sharp. There's a lot in that line. I can't even say it and play it at the same time. Start it again. Measure 28. Starts with this little bottom half of a G bar chord. Ready? Go. Second finger on this G. Reach up to this A. G. Now I would pretty much play all of this now that I look at it in that second position. So that whole line really at measure 28, I would play at the second position. Okay, one more time. Measure 28. Ready? Go. Now second finger on this G and we just stay in this position for all of this line. D, D, then walk up the scale. Now right here, in measure to the next line, the last line on that page, I've got to jump up here to the 7th position. Go ahead and write that into your part. 7th position, right there at measure 72 or 32. It's a big jump. And then you need to jump up here to catch this second finger on the G on the 2nd string at the 8th fret, first finger on the B on the 7th fret on the 1st string. So let's try that. Let's try that. So if we got into it, maybe we did that little walk up, it would be D, E, F sharp, jump. Okay, do it one more time. Do it one more time. I'm doing the last 3 notes of the next to last line going into the last line. Starting on this D, E, F sharp. Ready? Go. Jump. Okay, we'll practice this one more time. Ready? Same thing. Jump. So here, notice the finger pattern is 2, 1, 2. And then I go down to the 5th position, and I'm going to do 3, 1, 3. So I've got 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3. And then I move this whole thing down to the 3rd position and do 3, 1, 3 again. Okay, so let's just do those 3. It starts out with 2, 1, 2 up here at 7th. 2, 1, 2, then 3, 1, 3. Then 3, 1, 3. Okay, try that little thing again. Start up here at the 7th position. 2, 1, 2. Second finger, first finger, second finger. Ready? Go. And then we walk up just like we did before. D, E, F sharp. Okay, so we're going to repeat back at that point to measure 28. Okay, hang in there, hang in there. I know we've been going a while. I know you're getting a little tired. We're almost to the last song. Okay, hang with me here. Okay, last measure 28. Ready? Go. Starts on the little G chord, then the 2nd position all the way out. Then we do this walk up, and we do the jump to the 7th position. Jump! 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 3, 1, 3. Walk up again. Look at the next page. Let's just jump right into the next page. This is the page 2, top of the top line there. Measure 37. Starts on a D, C, open B, and then 2 Gs. Then a D below it and 2 Gs. So we go above it, and then below it. second finger, third finger, second finger, sorry, second string, third string, second string. First finger C, A, D. Then it just does all that again. B, G, G, open D. Third finger D, C, B, C, B, C, A, D, C, B, G, G, G. Very similar ending to what we have done before in the other songs. So they all kind of end on that. All right, so it's a little bit of a similar ending. Very common melody here. All right, now this is the part that everybody knows. Okay, so start it again at measure 37. Okay, ready, go. D, B, then down. All this can be played open. You don't even have to finger anything. Now you have to finger. First finger, second finger, then down low. First finger, second finger. Then it just does that figure again. Open B. All open strings. At this point, the second ending, we jump up back to the 7th position where we were on the other song. And we play this G with our second finger, A, and then I'm going to form almost like kind of like a D chord, D shape. I'm going to be up here at a G. So we're going to have this first finger that's barring 3 strings at the 7th fret. We hit the first string, second finger's on that second string. Hit the low note and back up to it. First finger, pinky, second. Okay, so let's do those two measures. Measures 47 and 48. Ready, go. And the easiest way to do that would be to bar. Now at this point I would jump down to the second position, put my pinky on this A, first finger on this F sharp, second finger on the D, and now I finally get back to the open position. E, G, G, roll down to the D, first finger C. So measures 51 and 52, E and then 2 Gs, D and then 2 Gs, C and 2 Gs, open B and 2 Gs, and then we spin out of it with the same lick we did before. C, B, C, A, D, C, B, G, G, G. And then it goes back after that. All right, so I know I kind of went through that last one a little bit fast, but we're running out of time. So we're going to play the whole thing slow, and then we're going to play the whole thing again medium, and then I'm going to give the whole thing again in fast, okay? So I just wanted you to have it on tape so that when you go back and listen to it, you know where the slow, medium, and fast versions are. So we're going to play the whole thing slow. So here we go. Right at the top of the song, no count off, so just jump off the best you can. Hammer on. Repeat. Hammer on. Open string. Repeat back third line. Fifth line. Repeat back the fifth line. Second ending, little bar, second position, big jump here, seventh position, down, little bar again, second position, climb up, big jump, second page. Repeats back. Hang in there. Jump up, seventh position. Second position. Big jump, 12th, seventh position. Little walk down. All right, there you go. We're going to play it now one time in the medium speed, okay, which is now 25% quicker than that. I'll try when I go back and edit this video, I'll try and give you little cue points to where you can just come to these little play-alongs if you want to play along with it. Remember, you can always slow it down as well, too. So here we go. Now this is going to be at the medium speed, okay? Here we go. onto your shamrocks. We're going to play it at the fast speed now, okay? So fast speed. Take a deep breath. You can do it. Grab as much of it as you can. Here we go. There you go. Okay, so we've learned 3 classic Irish jigs, and I've given you all the information now. All you got to do is just put some work into it, put some sweat into it, and you'll get it. Don't get frustrated that you can't get it all the first time. Just slow it down, and you can get it. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson very much. Hey, take care. We'll see you next time.